Hey, this is DM Allen. Thanks for joining us once again for another week of awesomeness. Let's just get it started.
Last time on RWA, our party made it to Omu, but found the city inaccessible. They set off on a series of trials to contact the Trickster Gods.
My clerics complete my trials, and through the trials come my blessing.
Along the way, they ran into Vodette.
In the doorway appears a short goblin-like creature and is holding a glass marble up to his eye.
The party grilled Vodette for information on other pieces of the puzzle.
You've seen other shrines around, maybe? We're kind of looking for... What, we have 3 pieces now? So 6 more.
But no advice is good enough for Kinian.
Gods schmods, I'll find the way.
You just start.
And I start cutting, like, cutting a trail.
What will the party find deep in the wilderness of Chult? Listen now to find out.
So let's do a survival, and I'm thinking with
22.
22.
Oh,
all right.
I was going to guidance you, and you didn't even need it.
Vodette, go ahead and give me a survival as well.
Sure, I would be happy to do that, because I am very good at it. All right, that would be a big old 12.
Is that with advantage?
No, it is not.
Go ahead and roll with.
Oh, that is so much better. 18.
All right. So Kinian's randomly just walking in a direction, and Vodette, you're kind of surprised at how like apt he is to navigation skills. He seems like he knows these jungles. Kinian, in your head, you're like, I've got no fucking clue what I'm doing. You're just walking, and you just so happen to find like a stream, and you're following the stream towards this body of water. And when you reach this body of water here, you see it's really mucky. It's all like really, really mucky. When you're walking, your feet are like.
I just start floating
on like the thin water that's on top of the muck.
Yeah, I'm just walking on it with my boots.
Okay. Oh, nice,
yeah.
Nice. And ahead of you, in the center of this like very mucky, it's a large pond. It's not a lake, but it's a large pond.
Mm-hmm.
Is this arrowhead type stone shrine structure, and there is like a bunch of wood and stuff like that that's poking up in front of this shrine, almost to create a barricade. And Tin, you can just faintly see like spear tips moving around behind this barricade, and as you start approaching, a yellow frog-like creature, very short, very small, pops its head up over the barricade, and starts like yipping and mumbling at you.
You said a frog, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I never even thought about doing this before. That's a pretty good one, you guys. See that creature? That's why I've always called this place the Yellow Wood. And there's 2 paths. And this is the one I don't travel as much.
So, Kyo, seeing new friends, he speaks in his deepest, rumbliest Draconic. He says, "Hi, I'm Kyo. Nice to meet you."
It spits on his
hand and sticks it out to him.
So as you fly up to this barricade, and this frog-like creature is about your size, Kyo.
That's how I know we're going to be friends.
Yeah, you say this in Draconic, and you spit on your hand, and you see, like, over this barricade is this complete, like, slime-covered area. It's fully doused in this very thick green slime. It seems like maybe the frogs, like, exude it. And this frog with the spear, like pulls back. It doesn't seem to understand what you're saying, and it almost starts working defensively, pointing its spear towards you. You see inside this barricade is a fair amount of frogs, probably like 10 or so, and they're going about their like business, and you hear like a and like all the frogs look towards you.
I slip on my helm of comprehend languages.
Okay.
I try again, and this time I'm louder and slower.
Because that's always
and
what
in
helps.
Sylvan, since they're forest creatures.
Okay.
And I say, "Hi, I'm Kyo. Nice to meet you."
I wince a little
And
at
I-
his Sylvan.
And I slowly push the push the spear aside and spit on my hand again and hold it out.
Okay. The frog creature like pulls its spear back and like takes a couple steps back and loses its footing and falls off of the back of the barricade and like splashes down in the slime and muck and is like squirming around on its back, and all of the other frogs start like grabbing their spears and start pointing them towards you. They don't seem to understand. Minette, from the distance, you can hear, ready, there's outsiders, ones that are alive.
Comprehend languages you can't speak, right? You only understand.
I believe that's correct.
And I'm slowly muttering to myself the spell
Okay.
for the next 10 minutes.
Are
I don't
you
suppose
able-
I happen to recognize the language with Goblin, Orc, or Dwarvish.
Nope.
Is it able to tell us what language it is, or just you understand it?
I think it would just be that you understand it.
You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear.
Yeah, it's like a babblefish. Okay, so what do you guys do?
I fly right over the wooden wall and land amongst all of them
Okay.
and make an actual bow.
Okay. So like do you land like heavy in the muck?
I lightly like touch down into the muck and actually kind of like do like a deep bow, like
Okay.
a submissive bow to
Okay.
the frogs.
I guess.
Hold on. So you Kenny, and you float in and you land in the middle of this area. You see like they've all got like what's it called, the butt flaps and stuff like that. What are those? They're just like the
Loincloth.
They have a little loincloth.
Yeah, loincloths. Yep. I couldn't come up with the word. But yeah, they've got like these loincloths and like these very basic jewelry, whether it's like teeth, like human teeth or dinosaur teeth or things like that. And as you land and you give like this low sweeping bow, you see all of them drop their spears and they all start bowing like prostrate towards you.
Wait.
Because I flew over the wall.
Oh, because you flew?
Yeah, because you flew over the wall and you're like a 300-pound orc. You are nothing but power. and so from their perspective, this is very godlike.
Oh, of course they would worship Kenyan.
So I start smirking and I look about to see if they are fermenting alcohol or anything in their little village.
You see one frog like it was like licking another frog's like top of their head, and then they went prostrate. But I mean, no fermenting vats or anything like that.
Question: how has it been more or less than an hour since we had the
More.
fight? Okay.
More, definitely more.
How many of them are there?
10.
10. Okay, so I actually burned my 5th level spell slots, and their all their spears, since they dropped them, go flying 90 feet out away from the village.
and
leave them defenseless.
So everybody outside of the village now. Tin,
I'm angry that they pointed.
Tin, Manette, and Vodette. You see Keo start casting a spell. You see Kinian drop down behind this barricade.
Oh, actually, I can't do. Sorry, 7 of them go flying off.
Okay, and then you just see like this small cloud.
I was misusing Quicken Spell
of weapons go up into the air, and Bond's like, "Oh God, are they fighting?"
I rush in.
Yeah. Bond's right behind you, like running on top of the water.
I saw what Keo did,
and I say in common, very, very slowly. It is impolite to point weapons at people.
I used my prayer bead, and I actually cast Bless on 3 of them to try to show them that we have only friendly intentions.
Currently you're outside. You can attempt to like climb over the barricade if you like. There's been no like opening of a barricade.
Okay, yeah, I can't. The barricade's kind of tall.
It's probably like 4 feet tall because they're frogs.
No, it's definitely tall enough to keep out large creatures.
Okay, I'll climb over the barricade.
Okay.
So I've been doing that earlier than while Kinian was flying over.
Kinian, I've got an idea that maybe how we could get them to help us out here.
And you're like,
tell me.
You're like putting your lips between like parts of the wood barricade, and you're like talking to Kinian.
Get him to open the door first.
Oh.
Like, put me the door or something.
And hold on. So at that moment, Keo has finished his very slow common sentence, and one of them looks up and he's like, "You don't gotta talk so slow. We're not dumb."
we were talking.
He started with Draconic, and then he went to Sylvan.
So they speak common.
Yep.
Kinian struggles not to break out laughing, but like stands up slowly and like flexes a little, like there's a little Terry Crews.
Oh, of course.
And I'm like, well, my new subjects, please open the door.
And they get up and they start like shuffling through the slime and muck, and they open these large barricade doors, and on the other side is Vodette being pushed kind of out of the way, and then Manette
that's fine.
and Tin and the one that was talking common, he says, "So, great ones, have you come from the Trickster Gods?"
Oh, wait,
we're looking for them.
Have you...
Oh my God, you say yes.
Have you any idea where they are?
We haven't seen them ever.
Do you know where their statues are? Because we've been visiting some of their statues.
There's one inside.
Oh.
Do you want to see the chief?
Yeah, sure.
The old chief?
Our chief. You want to meet him?
That'd be great, because, we're going to all the totems.
Okay.
To gather stuff for the... We're on a mission from the...
A holy crusade?
Yes.
More of a pilgrimage.
We're on a mission for the Trickster Gods, so we need to go to all of their statues.
So they kind of like shuffle you guys towards the arrowhead structure, and you climb these like very mossy, slimy steps, and they open these big doors, and on the inside you see this
I'm just riding the broom the whole
I mean,
way.
I'd rather not kill all of them. So.
Me too.
Yeah.
Hey, Tin. Hey, Tin. You might want to be careful because I think you're being a little offensive for them.
In what way?
Well, you keep saying totems, but they're frogs.
Oh my gosh.
And as you guys are having like this conversation side by side, you're looking down at this hip high goblin, and you and Vodette, you start getting like, you just get a hint of sulfur as you're like entering this area. It's like it's a sulfurous smell, like rotten eggs, and then you see some of the frog like creatures around the outer edge. They've made kind of a home in this shrine, and they've got like these nests of dried grass and stuff like that, and some of them are eating like nasty old eggs. Ugh. And like
100-year eggs.
You see in fact in front of you on this giant pedestal is this frog-like creature, just like them, only much taller. It's got a big spear, and cradled between the feet is this very rotund looking frog, and it's got like war paints and stuff like that. Let me show you a picture.
Kyo licks his chops and is like staring him down like, why are you being rude and not offering guests some of these delicious eggs?
Ryan, can you see that?
I have a feeling that one's the Bombad General.
Can you see that, Ryan?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay. Show to players. How about now?
Oh, there they are.
Awesome.
They're so cute.
Excellent. All right. So, what you see is this rotund, frog-like creature with all these war paints and this giant, like, headdress, and it's got all these feathers. A lot of these feathers actually look similar to the feathers off of the Tyrannosaurus Rex you just fought. You see he is kind of adorned with all of these things, and there's several frogs waiting on him, putting like gross, nasty bugs that are definitely zombies into this frog's mouth, and it's just kind of
like being fed grapes.
Oh yeah, and
wait, zombie bugs? I bet they'd wiggle even after you chew them.
Yeah.
Kyo drools a little more.
The yellow frog-like creature like drops to a knee and puts his head down and says, "Chief, the great ones, the demigods have come." And he like kind of sits up straight a little bit and he says, "The demigods of the Trickster Gods? Yes, Chief. They're here. They have embarked on a holy crusade."
More of a pilgrimage.
I didn't quite realize, Tenuvio didn't quite realize that they were viewing us as demigods, but I don't correct that, and I just reaffirm, yep, we're here on a holy mission for the Trickster Gods.
When I see his headdress, Kinian audibly like drops the guise of godhood, and it's like, oh, I got one of those too, and starts digging through his bags looking for his crag cat like headdress, because I haven't been wearing it.
Yeah, because it's so fucking hot.
It's so hot. But
well, that'll make them want to worship you even more.
But I bust it out of my bag and put it on my head.
You like fit it on top of your head, and Vodette and Tin, you see like kind of this like sheen of jealousy go through the chief's eyes, and he looks at Kenny and he goes, "Well, we should have a banquet in your honor."
That sounds amazing. Do you have anything to drink?
Are there going to be some of those eggs?
So one of the servants next to you, the chief snaps, and the servant like takes a bowl from like one of the stone structures and scoops it into the slime and like holds it above their head, and the chief says, "We would be very honored if you partaked in our people."
I drink it.
Nope. Pass. Hard pass. Hard pass.
Can you describe it again? What was in it?
It was the slime that you guys have been walking in.
Okay.
Kinian, it's like egg whites going down. Very, very slurpy. Like really old egg drop soup. Just slides down the throat, and like you think you stopped drinking it, but it keeps going, almost like a slinky.
Ugh.
Like it comes out of the bowl and
It's
pulls
so viscous.
through you. Yes,
It's good. It's good.
I'm gonna have some of this stuff.
There's weirder things to have happen in a hallucination.
And I will cast Purify Food and Drink on it, and then take a big old glug.
All right.
I look over, like, jaw agape after he purifies it.
Is it even food and drink? Does it work? They're people.
I would say it works.
I'm gonna take like
all non-magical food and drink in a 5-foot radius of me.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Oh, and the chief goes, "Yes, bestow us with your blessing."
I cast bless on the chief.
I bestow my blessing upon you.
I spit into the stuff. Right,
I'm gonna
how that works,
investigate the
right?
statue and just like,
Okay.
I'm getting down to business trying to find this tile thing so we can get the hell out of here.
So thanks for the pudding, but seriously, those eggs.
There three appear next to you in a palm of a frog. Manette, giving a look at the statue, you see it's covered in moss. Its base is where the chief doesn't lie, right? And all of this slime. And while you're investigating, you're kind of wiping away the slime and the moss. And at first, the chief looks resistant, as if like you're desecrating something, like this is how it's always been. But then he remembers you are gods. You do as gods do.
I asked the chieftain, I show him
#godlife.
one of the puzzle pieces we already have, and I say for our holy quest for the Trickster Gods, we need to collect these pieces at each of the Trickster God temp shrines. Do you know where the pieces for this Trickster God?
The holy relic. Yes. All is in due time after the banquet.
Pass.
Hard pass.
Kinian walks over and collapses in the chief's sitting area.
But Manette, these eggs, they're like pickled and rotted at the same time.
Oh, that's disgusting. They prostrate before you as you have clearly taken the rightful seat of the chief.
I begin a long rest.
Yeah, so I mean, what? Go ahead, Vodette.
I very quietly, because I don't want the chieftain to think we're taking over, so I just quietly tell him, once we've finished, I can't think of the words, but like
Our crusade.
No, like once we've finished getting your welcome package stuff. However,
receiving your
welcome
alms box, right? I don't know.
What time of day is it?
It is late evening.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, besides it, thank you for inviting us in and everything. Once we get the holy relic, we will be on our way. So we will not be.
Mission's a little time sensitive. We gotta get going.
We
move
won't
this
be
along?
burdening you with a long stay.
Yeah, don't worry. Kenyon, he's just, he'll bed your women, drink your booze, then he'll get bored and move on.
We won't eat all of your eggs. Don't worry.
Minette, what's the big hurry? And I'm just like slumped down even further.
Minette, as you're kind of inspecting the back of this statue, you see this plaque, and it's got a writing in it. Comprehend language lets you read it. You read it, and it says, "Nang Nang teaches us to only serve ourselves."
I pass that along via the ring.
Okay. All right.
I served myself some more eggs.
Kenyon responds back over there. I'm just like, sounds like Nang Nang's my type of trickster god.
So you guys have the option here. You can have a long rest with a banquet in the morning, or you can do whatever you want to do.
So, this might be a decent amount of time to ask my own dreams. Why do you need all these puzzle pieces?
I don't know that we know exactly what it is.
So we can be undead.
Yeah, essentially. So what you learned last time is you are looking for a way to gain some sort of favor from the Trickster Gods, and you guys don't know quite how to do that. You've lit up 2 of the totems, but you don't understand how they've lit up.
We're just assuming that it will help us get favor.
And there was basically the answer lies in the jungle, and then you started finding these pieces with letters on them.
Oh, that's right. I heard the voice in my head.
Yeah.
How long have we been in the jungle? Like, how long has this day progressed?
We're in the late evening, so it's almost dark.
I'm gonna want to take a short rest or long rest because A, I'm still getting back to living, and B, spell slots would be nice because I used up a lot of spell slots at the end of the last session.
It's been a while since Kyo's been in a society of people who are somewhat like him, and he'd like to enjoy the mud baths and good company.
Okay. So it looks like 3.
I mean, these frog ladies, their legs go all the way up.
Oh my god. Bodette, what did you say?
I mean, taking a bit of a rest and getting something to eat sounds pretty good.
Kenyon's like thinking about moving in.
All right, so we're taking a long rest.
I don't think there's enough room for Sarissa here, though.
You're probably right.
All the better.
Okay, so what does Minette want to do?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna momentarily borrow Kyo's broom if I could.
Yeah.
And fly up above the canopy tops and try and scout where our ship is.
Okay.
Because it was supposed to be just kind of flying around above us, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like the ship currently is kind of floating around Omu trying to find locations. But I mean, it's not really having much luck from the air.
Is it near us though?
No.
Okay.
I pluck out some good 100 Lakes tunes on my mandolin.
Okay.
At a 19.
Nice. So they are not only blessed by your guys' godlike presence, but also by the godlike music. They've never heard these tunes before, but I'm sure you don't stop them from thinking that they are your original content.
At one point, I want to try to get Chio and Ten to kind of off to the side to talk to them.
So, Ten and Chio, I wanted to. How much do we think? Like, have you noticed that the chieftain doesn't seem to really be super happy we're here?
Yeah, I made a point of telling him that we'll be on our way once we have the holy relic, as they call it.
Well, he's fine. He offered us slime.
I think that I could maybe try to do something to help with that in the morning, where he'll be more likely to, not try to trick us or turn us into dinner, and be really helpful if you want me to give it a go.
You gonna calm emotions him? Or
I just, I'll see if the divine lady of luck wants to be on our side.
well, I suppose you can ask your god for help, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I really like how gung-ho of an answer that was.
And I plot. I look for an opening with the chief.
Okay, all right. So you're waiting for after the long rest to do that, right? Is that what you're saying?
Actually, if I can do it before the long rest, that would be cool.
Sure. Yeah. In fact, you have a second now. Like he's just getting done placing orders or sending people to like these back rooms through these very large doors, and they go back and around the structures, and you can hear like pots and pans and stuff like that like banging around back there. And he like kind of turns around, and you're just kind of like nose to nose with him.
Hey, Chief, do you have just a minute?
And at 9th level, I cast Modify Memory.
Oh, shit. All right.
Wisdom check.
All right.
Nice.
I love that spell. That's probably not going to do it. That's 12. What's your...
No, 18.
18, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't make it.
So I get... At level 9, it can be at any point during the creature's life. I get 10 minutes of his memory.
Uh-huh.
And I describe a very vivid vision that he absolutely believed and took to heart from the Trickster Gods of travelers that looked exactly like us, who he would make sure came to no harm and were helped in every way possible.
All right.
And then I'm done with that, whispering that whole vivid memory in his ear. I just go,
thanks so much for everything you're doing for us. Give him a little hug.
he gives you a nice hug back, and like starts like looking over your shoulder to make sure like nobody is going to like attack you. Kind of hugging you a little tighter than normal.
Oh
like,
my god!
Like a safety hug.
I lean into it.
He kind of gives you the pat, and then rubs the back, and then lets you go, and then kind of like
safe contact in 8 months.
and then he snaps his fingers and puts like 2 fingers in the air, and 2 guards start accompanying both or everybody in the party. Which, it's funny because that's most of the community.
I turn back to 10 and
Theo,
and just give him a wink.
So they're basically all either cooking or guarding us, it sounds like?
Yeah, there's 20 people in this community, and 10 of them are on you guys.
well, there's the ones that
No. 12, because Bond.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
So there's my mud mask, and they're oiling my scales. It's a nice spa we found.
This seems almost more suspicious now that he has people like actively following us around.
I think they should call this place Neverwinter.
Because it's never winter. So the chief then comes up to Kinian and he says, "I will be your personal bodyguard, my lord."
That is, I look him up and down. Amazing.
And like as you pause, he's nervous, and like he does like the swallow, but when he swallows, his chin bubbles out like a big frog bubble, and then sucks back in. And when you say amazing,
and I pull like my hand up to my quiver of Alona, and I say javelin, and a like fresh, like really well-made javelin comparatively, right? Pops into my hand, and I give it to the chief.
He holds both his hands out, and like he puts it above his head and bows, and he says, "We are not worthy of your blessings, but thank you." And holds it up, and then he turns around with pride and holds it with two hands above his head, and he says, "The gods have blessed me, the chief. You have all witnessed my glory."
See, we're not just like colonialists coming in and stealing all their shit. We're giving back as well.
Feeding their superstitions.
You know, solidifying the power in their leader, whether or not he's a good guy or not, we're not really sure, but...
And at the last little bit, I'm like, and don't forget that Kinian, you will refer to as the Kwisatz Haderach.
The what?
Dune.
Yeah.
It's a Dune reference, isn't it?
Oh, it is? What is it?
The Kwisatz Haderach.
Oh, yes.
Okay, the Kwisatz Haderach?
Haderach.
Kwisatz Haderach. All right, it gives a great bow, and it says, "I shall." And he probably never speaks the rest of the time. No. Hey everyone, I'm DM Alan, and thank you so much for joining us once again. This is Season 3, Episode 22. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters, and thank you to all of our listeners as well. Thanks for supporting us. Whether it's word of mouth or through Patreon, we really appreciate everything you guys do for us. If you haven't already, point your friends over to Twitter at DM's Table or on Facebook at The DM's Table for them to follow us as well and discover more about what DM's Table has to give. Also, while you're out there, go ahead and hit us up on our socials to get a link to our Discord. We've got a really fantastic community, and our Discord is absolutely fantastic, very supportive of everybody in their creative endeavors, and we have just a really, really good supportive community, and it's a joy to be a part of it. Also, speaking of which, you may have noticed a very fun character named Vodette, and Vodette comes from the fine friends over at Roll for Initiative. Why don't you listen to a little more of what they have to say?
Hey everybody, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Dawn, and let's get ready to roll for initiative. We're a couple that does videos on board games. We also do reviews and Game Master diaries.
We also do interviews, gameplay tips, painting tutorials, and plenty more. So enjoy the videos here on Roll for Initiative. Bye!
All right, go check them out. They're on YouTube at youtube.com/roll4 initiative. Next up, I want to talk about this week's sponsor. This week's sponsor is Audible. Audible is an amazing audiobook platform with over 180,000 books to choose from. When you sign up through our affiliate link, you help support the show, and you also get some cool perks. Go sign up at audibletrial.com/RWA, and in doing so, you will get 2 free audiobooks, access to Audible Originals, and a 30-day free trial to what I believe is the best audiobook platform there is out there. That's audibletrial.com/RWA. All right, let's head over to Adam to see what he's got in store for us this week. Adam?
Hey Alan, and hello listeners. This week I'm going to suggest Aragon, Book 1 of the Inheritance series by Christopher Paolini. I was talking to AJ today, and he mentioned the Aragon books, and it really got me psyched, thinking about giving them another listen. In Aragon, dragons have all but faded into history. That is, until a dragon egg mysteriously travels to Aragon and hatches. As the world opens up wider than anything Aragon could have foreseen, will he be able to protect his newly hatched dragon from the evil of the greedy? Will he even be able to protect himself? Listen now to find out.
Thanks, Adam. Go check out his recommendation. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fantastic. And like I said before, if you don't like it, hit us up. We'll get you a Discord link, and you can tell him directly what you thought about that book. Now, I want to talk about Incompetech.com. Incompetech is a really great audio score platform where we get a lot of our scores and background music. We absolutely love Incompetech. They do a phenomenal job, and they have a very easy to use website. Go check out Incompetech.com for more information on how to use their scores in your creative endeavors. All right, that's all I've got for you this week. Let's get back to the episode, and I'll see you all out on the internet. Bye, guys. Time starts passing, and the chief gathers you all around for a very big bonfire, and he says, We must stay awake all through the night, and we shall eat in the morning of the great bounty that the gods have bestowed upon us. And he kind of like looks around to you all, and there's this giant fire, and you are all like seated around it, and he says, "Now, lick from our bodies and receive the hallucinations that we provide."
Okay, but I'm not licking the guy bodies.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
I lift the chief up with one hand off the ground and lick his face. And set him back down.
I tell them that, because I'm guessing they've never seen an elf before, so I tell them that elves are very delicate in terms of what we can eat, and that I'm letting Kinian take my hallucinogen.
But you are a god. You are stronger than all.
Come on, Tin. You know it. Whoa.
And his eyes go
you
real
got finger
wide.
dicks.
Bringing it all back.
I wave my hand at Kinian.
So does anybody else partake?
Sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Hell no.
I ate those mushrooms to get this dream. I might as well lick a frog inside the dream.
We gotta go deeper. Tin, no? Two sober, three.
I'm still recovering from dying. I don't want to set my progress back.
Okay.
I
just do a sleight of tongue.
I start seeing like giant, like fanged bats in the sky, and I'm putting on a real show, I'm guessing, to the frogs as I'm throwing my great axe in the air, and it keeps returning to my hand. So it looks like I'm doing magic.
So anyways, while the three of you are having this hallucination, you all start to partake in a shared dream. Not Tin and Manette, but the three that did partake.
It's okay. I'll use
Bon, I'm assuming, did not partake.
No, that's right. I keep fucking forgetting about Bon. Dang it, Adam. No, he definitely does not partake. So his body is a temple.
My body is a temple of drugs. Yeah, so I'm using my...
That tries to sleight of hand some frog slime into Bon's cup.
He can't get poisoned, so I'm guessing...
Darn it. Well, I don't know that.
He's just like, this Bond guy is so quiet. I gotta try to make him talk.
Probably saw you at a 27.
Yeah,
probably.
He's
Yeah, well, I rolled a 2.
So like you clumsily try to bump into his drink, and when you do, Bon is quick and moves his drink out of the way, so you like grab out at the drink to try and dump the stuff in.
You think you're being very stealthy, but that's the hallucination.
That's the hallucination. Yeah.
I'm gonna like act
When
out
it
the
fails, I
hallucinations.
just look slightly to the left of Bon and I go, "Hey, pretty good job for a dream."
So all three of you though have a shared experience, and what you see.
A shared experience, eh?
Yeah. What you see is you are not here anymore. You are on a snowy mountain, and in the distance is this very old stone village, and you see this very large bell tower, and you start hearing the clang, clang, clang.
Damn it, Bond should have been part of the hallucination.
And what you see is down below towards the bottom of the mountain is rips in space that start forming, and you see demons running out and flooding the base of the mountain and moving in this literal flood where they're pushing above each other, kind of like that zombie movie where they climb the wall by running over
World
top
War
of
Z.
Yeah, World War Z.
Titania, you gotta pack your bags.
Yeah. And they're moving up this mountain in this demonic flood, and you see these winged humanoids burst forth almost like angry fireflies and start piercing through the flood, defending this mountain, this city. You see at the top of the bell tower this sun-like radiance that just bursts forth, and you see somebody wielding a staff at the top of the spire. You also see this one massive demon that starts running up the flood towards the town. The figure with the staff flies towards it as well, and in this cataclysmic moment, they both meet, the staff striking this demon and letting out this burst of radiant power. And in the end, the staff is broken into seven pieces, and it starts disappearing. The demon itself is no more, and the flood around it starts to wither as the winged creatures start plowing their way through and dispatching the demons. Your vision pulls you almost in a sickening way. You can feel it in your stomach. It pulls you into the town, and you see a dragon laying next to a angelic form, and they are talking about what to do with this obsidian flame. And it is this it's this brazier, right? It's where fire goes, brazier, right?
Yeah.
And
brazier.
And it is this black flame. It's not black like the color, it's black like the void of color. And as you're having this moment, you can almost feel yourself being slowly sucked into this flame. Almost like the magic that's bringing you here is being pulled into this place, and then you snap out of it.
No, I recognize the dragon and the lady, don't I?
Yes, the dragon you recognize, and that's your father.
Yeah.
Epido. You do not recognize the lady.
It was Dad and some side chick.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that mid-vision, everybody notices we're not there anymore, right? Mentally.
Oh yeah. They're from Tin and Minette's perspective, and Bon, these guys are cashed out. Like they're both, all three of them are kind of like sitting there and like mouth agape and just like
staring off into space.
Yeah, into the fire.
My mouth's agape, and I'm projecting what I see with minor illusion. Like a silent film.
You know what? I'll give you. I'll say that. Keo, you're actually speaking this almost like you're telling a prophecy, which is kind of creepy for Minette and Bon and Tin, and it's a little weird too because the frogs keep trying to feed the bad eggs into Keo's mouth and he just keeps talking through it.
So it starts getting really disjointed.
Yeah, well, for a little bit, and then it breaks apart and he continues.
My thought is basically right when Keo explains that this massive demon comes out of the tear, Kinian's hair catches on fire as he rages.
Yeah, I like that.
So like the physical embodiment of my character during that is like, it's like a night terror dream type of thing. Like my whole body just gets filled with endorphins and I'm standing there raging.
I like it.
As Keo describes it, it's going to be like in a monotone.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, there will be a little bit of Keo commentary coming in, like, ooh, Mount Celestia.
Nice. Yeah.
I would like to, since everybody else has these cool character things in there, at one point, Bodette, turning to the other, says,
"It is so freezing on this mountain, but this is important. I will take a new name and title. You shall call me Aaron Burr."
Shooting Hamiltons.
Aaron Burr.
Oh,
sir.
No. You, sir. So, this experience happens, and you all snap out of it. Vodette, Kinian, and Keo, you all feel gross, like very tired, exhausted. Actually, you all gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Glad I didn't do that then.
So I'm gonna lick a frog and go to bed.
All right. If you sleep through the night, it'll go away. But
we didn't do that. We didn't do that till like sunrise.
Yeah, actually, I like that. I think you three, given the DM ideas, I think you three come to in the morning. Yeah. So in the morning, those who didn't partake are well rested ish for living in the non-creature comforts that you all have been privy to. In the morning, like Keo, you start to go and lay down to go to sleep, and the chief walks over to you, like keeping a good eye on Kinian, and he like pokes you and he says, "My God, you cannot sleep now. We must partake in the banquet."
It's okay. I'm not sleeping. I'm just resting my eyes.
He says, come, and he starts like pushing you to stand up.
I do that tired kid thing where I just kind of stumble along.
Yeah, like drag across the ground. They kind of shuffle you into this area. Would you all like to go to the banquet, or are you trying to do something else? I don't want to railroad anything, so
we haven't gotten
free
the
to
holy
jump
relic yet, right?
Right.
And he said after the banquet.
Yeah.
All right, let's just get this
I
done as quickly as we
am so
can.
hungry.
Yeah. The chief is saying,
I feel like I ate 2 dozen eggs.
Anybody else have a really bad cotton mouth?
They hold up like a cup of slime to you, Vodette.
You're fine.
So they hustle you into this like banquet room, and it's in the very back of the shrine, and there's this big spread of foods, and it looks gorgeous and it smells delicious. It's very nice meats, things that you're actually used to, like cow and horse and stuff like that, like things that you all find very appetizing.
Ooh, more of that salted fish.
Yeah, the really over salted fish, stuff like that, and it looks very appeasing.
I start eating.
Okay, all right, and the frog-like creatures like make their way to the edges of the walls, almost as if they're serving you. So like you're eating and like you're drinking a massive cup of ale, and you chug it down and you set it back down, and one of the frog-like creatures like scurries up and dumps from like this decanter into your mug, and you see it. This like amber ale just like fill your cup, and it's very delicious.
Can I do a perception check to make sure this isn't an illusion?
Investigation, yes.
Investigation?
Yeah, I'm like...
Even better.
Yeah.
I believe them making good food, but the stuff that is not in their diet at all is very weird.
24.
24? Okay.
How's my zombie bug grub?
And I probably still won't actually partake
Yeah.
in anything, even if it does seem legit.
All right. Yeah, you're just munching on your own rations. Let's see here.
Sleight of hand into my bag to pull out rations.
So yeah, 24. You can see like this is definitely not real. You are seeing is dead bits of frogs. You are seeing dead bits of people. Like where the chicken or the big turkey thighs and stuff like that is like the hawk of a human or something like that, just a big thigh or something, and you see like these cups of like red slime, and as you're seeing this, all the frog-like creatures start looking towards you.
Ruh-roh.
And then you hear the doors lock. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Nice.
Ooh, at disadvantage.
I was gonna say I am not.
Oh, straight roll for me.
I don't have exhaustion anymore.
But he's allowing us harm to come to us. But
You'll see in a bit.
Oh, those Uzis are gross.
Yeah, buddy. All right, so let's see here.
You mean the frog didn't really want me to lick them for my personality, or?
I meant nothing to them.
Yeah. I don't just go licking any frog.
Manette, what did you have?
For initiative 9.
9. All right.
Kyo sprouts his first wings. Now he has his first heartbreak.
Yeah, what was that about? Is that just because of your level?
I hit level 14 in sorcerer.
Okay. 10.
13.
13. That's a big deal for Kyo.
Yeah. I'm becoming more dragon-like every day.
Kinian.
22.
22. One better than last time.
The best part is...
Vodette.
an 18 again.
18. And Bon.
That's 12.
All right.
Kyo also goes on 12. But
Oh, wait. Heroes with initiative.
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Okay, 12. All right, and Kyo?
Kyo also goes at 12, but he'll go after Bon.
Okay.
Just because that keeps your stuff more together, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Because his heart's broken.
Oh, man. All right, Kinian, so what happens is as you're eating, like, Minette's like, nope.
Hard pass.
Yep.
Everybody hard pass.
And you see the doors like shut, and you hear this like very large mechanical locking sound, and it's like and what you see is the table starts rising, and underneath the table, like it rises above your head, and you can see underneath the table is this mound of like red slimes with these like ghostly skulls like poking out, almost like pseudopods out of it, and you can see you can see them like give this ghostly scream, this silent scream, and then it like starts to disappear and become just ooze again. Yeah, exactly. What do you do?
At first, I kind of just like slapped my own face, like, because I just had an hallucination.
Yeah.
And it appears real, I imagine. I'm gonna rage. And my ancestor's great axe pops out of the quiver.
Okay.
I catch it in my hands and swing twice. 25 to hit.
Yeah, 25 hits.
Ew, I rolled a 1. That's 27 damage.
Ew, I rolled a 1.
And I'll swing again. Okay, 23. Alright. That's 34 damage on the second swing.
All right. So you start chopping at this ooze, at this like red ooze, and they start splitting into like 3 different like masses. And as you're cutting away, you start seeing some of the frog-like creatures like fall limp on the ground, and then they start to like shrivel up and dissipate. Almost, I take that back. They start to liquefy into the ooze or the slime that's around you.
Gross.
Vodette, your turn.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I scream out before the turn ends. I'm like, I drank this shit. Sorry, that's it.
You know, I'm really sick and tired of dreams and hallucinations that don't know how to behave.
And I'm gonna let loose a flame strike. 6th level flame strike. So I'm gonna catch as much of the ooze as I can.
Okay.
And any frogs that happen to be there. It's a 10-foot. It's a 10-foot radius.
A 10-foot radius?
Or a 10-foot cylinder. So
okay.
Floor to ceiling, 10-foot wide.
Okay. All right.
But I'm gonna go for the ooze and any frogs if I can.
I think you can hit 2 oozes.
All right, so I'll grab those 2 oozes.
Yep.
They make a dexterity save for half.
All right.
Ooze.
9 and less than 9, so they probably fail.
Nope, that won't do it. It was an 18.
Oh yeah.
So then they will take. Not great. 11 points of fire damage. And better. 15 points of radiant damage. So 26 total.
26 total. Dope. One of them looks very rough. The one that Kinian attacked. And they look to be not liking the fire. Let's see here. It is now their turn. So, Kinian, the one in front of you, is going to reach out with one of its pseudopods, and it just kind of fills your mouth hole and like around your head. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, I'm great at those.
Oh shit!
Crit.
Fucking cheater all over here.
That's a different die.
Oh my god!
All right,
that's not what I planned.
I'll take that. That's a 21.
21 succeeds.
Yes. You're gonna have me kill the party, weren't you?
No.
That's
no, I'm gonna do that. Looks like it's save or suck. And as it does this, yeah. So you succeed with this with this weirdness that just happened.
It's in my mouth.
And it's going to strike out at you. You attacked reckless, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a 19 and higher than a 19. So we've got
2 hits.
2 hits. 19 bludgeoning damage and 7 psychic damage. And then 17 bludgeoning damage and 8 psychic damage. And then the next one is going to reach out at Kyo and do the same thing. Kyo, make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Ooh, wisdom. I got a +1 on that. 3.
3. Ooh. All right, you take...
I'm going to use my reaction.
Okay. Does it work for psychic damage?
No, all damage.
All damage? Really?
For my Ancestral Guardian,
Okay.
I block 16 of your damage.
All right. So you take 52 points of psychic damage.
Ooh.
And then...
Is that with the subtraction?
No. You got to do the subtraction.
So subtract 16 from that.
Yep. And then on top of that, everything you do, ability check or attack roll, must be made at a... you have to roll a d4 and subtract that from your roll.
Ooh.
Bane.
Anti-plus.
Yep. And then it's going to attack you with pseudopods. Oof. They're both gonna hit. Do you want to use shield?
Yes.
Okay, what's that bring you up to?
23.
Okay, they both still hit. It is going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage and let's see, and 8 points of psychic damage for the first hit, and then 13 points of bludgeoning and 2 points of psychic. All right, and the third one is going to attack. Let's roll for this one. Oh, who they're gonna attack. All right, they attack Manette. First, give me a wisdom saving throw, please. as it's
like
an
inhaled effect.
No, as it's like penetrating like past your like pores and like into your orifices. You're like, I do not partake.
Is this magical?
It's probably just a mob ability.
I'm going to say no. It's an ability.
Okay.
Yep.
8.
All right, you take. Ouchies.
Do you have a pocket inspiration?
I
'Cause
do.
You could use it.
Nice.
21.
Nice. All right. So nothing happens with the ability.
Fuck that.
Disadvantage misses on the first one, and disadvantage on the second one is going to be 14. Misses. All right.
That's 60 less damage or so.
It's Tin's turn.
Are there at least 2 that are in a 15-foot cone shape that I could attack?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, I'm going to do Burning Hands at level 5.
But they don't like fire.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah. Dex saving throw?
Dex save of 12. So it ain't gonna do it.
18 fire damage.
18. All right. And so you actually are able to hit the one that was unscathed. So
Nice.
You're able to position it so that so now all of them are damaged in some way, and they all seemed fairly slowed. Bon.
Bond's going to get in there and boop some snoots. So
Technical term.
2 sword slashies. Not so great, but they probably hit. The lowest is an 18.
Yep, they hit.
Okay. So the first hit. This. Wow, he did good. Let's ghetto create. 16. 31 points of slashing on the first hit.
Oof. All right.
And
18. You roll in Colossus?
I did.
Okay.
18 slashing on the second hit.
Same creature?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's going to flurry of blows and do some punchies. And those all hit too. So we've got additional 8 damage and 9 damage.
All right.
And he moves back.
All right. He moves like into an area where all of the frog creatures have like liquid eyes now. And you're looking around, and pretty much all of them are liquid. You see like the headdress of the chief like laying in a pool of slime.
Kenyon calls dibs.
It's not going to fit Kenyon's head.
It's not for his head.
Kyo.
Not that one, at least.
So Kyo gropes in his pocket blindly for one of his forks, and he reaches in and he pulls out the old trusty tarnished fork.
Okay.
The one that he used once to try
to dig the bullet out.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And he mumbles an incantation that you can't hear through the ooze, and makes a melee spell attack at the ooze. So 13 minus 4 plus 10 does a 19 hit.
Yep.
The ooze needs to make a charisma save of 18. Or...
it makes it.
It made it?
Yep.
Darn.
Yep.
It was going to be cool, too.
23.
It was going to be shifted to the Plane of Rust Monsters.
Nice. Oh.
But...
Yep. Okay.
And... having done that, and not having it worked, I'm grappled.
No, technically no. No.
I'm gonna try and move.
Okay.
Like run away.
Okay.
Drawing whatever attacks of opportunity because Kyo's in the panic. Okay. That was supposed to work. That's like Kyo's like power move.
Yeah.
His tarnished fork failed him. Yeah.
Let me see here. Does at will mean they can use it as a reaction?
Well, it's generally like a one weapon attack for a reaction.
Oh, that's right.
Unless you have Warcaster, and then it gives you the ability to cast.
Well, so
at will is
would that be
how
on will?
it's a cantrip, not
Sure.
how quickly. So
Gotcha.
depending on the description of the rest of whatever it is.
Okay. So they are going to miss because you still have shield going, right? It's not.
No, shield would have dropped as soon as it hit my turn.
Correct.
But I would have shield pop back up with my reaction.
Okay.
If they were to try.
It is not gonna hit. Your AC is 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna make it. Okay. So that's one. And you don't make it with the second one attacking at you either. So. Yep. You successfully get away from this.
I just blew a 7th level spell slot for nothing. It would have been cool though.
Yeah, it would have been. I rolled a 19, so and they've got a pretty pretty high charisma.
You gotta get the wand of the war mage. Or...
See, just get the wand of Orcus.
I had it.
It's a sore subject. Manette.
I took it from him.
Okay. Are any of these slimes looking rough?
Yes. Yep. 2 of them do.
2 of them do? Is one of those the one that forced itself upon me?
No, not the. That's actually the strongest one currently.
Okay.
You can still attack that one.
I did not consent to that. It's getting attacked.
Oh.
All right. 19 on the die, so pretty sure that's going to hit it. 32. Was that next to an ally?
Yeah.
41 damage. Some of that is thunder.
Holy shit. 41. All right. Do they get a save for anything or not?
No.
Okay. All right.
They're getting shot.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here.
Is there any place that I could conceivably hide?
No, I'm sorry.
We're
If you were a
locked in a room,
halfling, yes, but no. What?
We're locked in a room
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
All right, then I am going to use as my cunning action aid to aid Vodette in attacking one of the things. I say, hey, do the thing against the creature. Hit it right there.
Do the thing against the thing.
Yeah.
You got it, buddy.
So you have advantage on your next attack.
Nice. Kinian.
The first hit against the guy I've been beating on, I do 36 slashing.
So you cut it in half, and the ooze like splashes all over you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which is relevant for me. I'll have another attack as a bonus action now. My second attack will be against whatever's closest to me.
Sure.
And that's going to be 33 damage.
33, okay.
And then I make final bonus attack, which thankfully for advantage. At a 1 and a 9. I'll take the 9. Oh, ghetto crit. That is 38.
Oh my gosh, nice.
Slashing on the third hit.
So you like trudge forward through this like now like a lot of slime at this point. And you slice down through the second ooze, and Minette, you see like through the ooze, you see like the shadow coming, and then you just see like the cutting edge of the axe as it like slides through the ooze, and it just kind of like bursts apart. Yeah, kind of like Ghostbusters when they get dunked into the ooze river. Same thing. Yeah. Yep. Nice. So that's 2 dead. Do you got anything more?
I have no more actions, but I do square up against the final one.
Okay. Vodette. Take it home.
So there's one of these left.
Yeah.
They're like trying to engulf us, and this one hasn't been hit yet.
No, they all were hit. So yeah, this one's definitely damaged.
Okay. And there's only one left. All right. Well, that seems a little excessive to do what I was going to do, so I'm gonna do something different.
Do it anyways.
Do it anyways. I can do it 3 more times today. Yeah, fine. We'll do it. Vodette steps forward a little bit into the room, even past Kinian, kind of reaching up, to his mid shin.
Be like, don't worry, buddy. I got this one. If you're not lucky today.
And I polymorph into a young red dragon. I don't know how big this room is. We're gonna find out.
Now I'm a tight fit.
Wait,
All right.
he can true polymorph 3 times a day.
I can polymorph 3 times a day.
So polymorph, the biggest you could do is a T-Rex, which is CR,
It's gotta be a beast.
Whatever. Yeah.
For polymorph.
My young red dragon is a CR10, and I can hit CR17.
But it's got to be a beast. You
It's
can
gotta
do
be a
it
beast?
with
Oh, damn it. Then I'm not gonna. I don't know what it is, and I'm not gonna waste time to look it up. And I'm going to simply hit him with a fire. Where is it? Something else. Where is it?
I hate to be a downer on that one, but
No.
That would have went real bad real quick, though.
I mean, a
with
guest
the parties.
star turning into a dragon.
That was on me. I missed it.
No, that's
in
okay.
that case, I'm gonna go. Haha! Wouldn't that have been funny? Dragon. That would have been really cool. Dragon Ball.
All right.
Yeah, you got advantage from Manette's doing
Well, yeah,
aid.
because the first one was a 14, but the second one is an 18.
An 18.
Nice.
That definitely hits.
All right, so that is that will be 21 fire damage. No, sorry, 21 radiant damage.
All right. So your guiding bolt like shoots forth, and you hit it with this radiant light, and it just kind of like burns through. It burns through this creature, and the creature seems to be like almost repulsed by this radiant light, and it starts to burn around the edges, and then it explodes, covering the rest of you.
Ew.
Yeah. And inside of this last one, you see inside of like the jelly, you see like a part of like a cheekbone and like the top of like a cranium, like the skull plate and stuff like that. And then you see like a little stone puzzle piece floating in the goop.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
And we grab it.
What letter it is, as Bond says, it is letter C.
Okay.
We have an A, F, E, and C.
Face.
Yes, face.
and Kyo starts crying a little bit because he hurts all over, and he hurts in his heart because New Neverwinter
wasn't the paradise he thought it was going to be.
Yes.
Kenyon,
And he does one of those Sabi 10
Kenyon, who normally has kind of
because he
like,
does displace, like motherly feelings.
Yeah. 4 down, 5 to go.
That's not bad.
I normally have a fairly good constitution, but Kenyon's actively trying to make himself throw up.
Because the ooze?
Because the ooze was in my mouth.
Yeah.
As now the illusion's probably dropped,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I see all
it's
the
gone.
corpses that I was eating.
Yep.
Like, I'm over in the corner just, like, jamming my finger down my throat.
See
You
that-
gotta jam it in there. No, you do me.
That part doesn't bother Kyo.
Anyways.
Well, we tried to be nonviolent.
Yeah. Yeah, Bond's like, this place is fucked up.
Well,
I
at
turned
least
I'm
we
not
got-
surprised at all.
Yep.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
I'm just glad I got my long rest.
Once I gather my composure, I'm gonna sniff at the body parts.
Like, nuzzle it? Like,
No, see if any of it smells appealing.
yeah.
Well, speaking of,
Were none of them real? What was going on?
They were definitely...
Don't you say that. They were real.
At one point. These are definitely, like, zombie remains. that were
Taken over.
illusory to look like the smorgasbord.
Is there anything in the small little village of value, since corpses don't need physical items?
Not really. So
Okay,
so
because I
what,
figured it was kind of bare bones.
it's very tribal-esque. So even the spears here are like less than a normal spear.
There are like 7 spears outside town.
That's why I thought it was going to be such a nice thing, giving him my water Davian spear.
Yeah, like
Oh,
the
you can
very
pick it back up.
fine crafted. Yeah.
No.
No?
Kenny's done with this place.
All right,
I'm considering burning it.
we leave this little place.
Well, I'll pick up the javelin
I
then.
know that this place isn't very nice, but do we want to, like, is it safe to stay here? And I could make us, like, stuff for food and stuff.
I'd rather.
It's well
like,
fortified.
Not, I mean, like, not out of them. I mean, you know, out of the air. Magic.
I don't know. I had some rations this morning. I'm happy to just leave. Whatever you guys want, though.
Kenny never wanted to leave this place.
Let's get
And
the
that's been
fuck
flipped
out
on
of
its
here.
Okay, Minette starts dragging
Minette's
us
not even
out.
in the city anymore. He's left.
All right.
I assume the door opened.
Oh, well, I guess we follow.
Oh,
Was
yeah,
this like
that's a
video
good point.
game style? Like, are we...
Oh,
Did the
yeah.
door unlock and open when we killed the bosses?
Sorry, I totally forgot about the door.
No, it's a tomb. Either way, it's just whether you die quickly or slowly.
Yeah, actually, it's Ben didn't give me this idea. The doors are still locked.
Chime of opening.
Nice.
So
nice.
his thief.
Does it open?
His thief.
Yeah, it's
I
mechanical.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I
you walk
leave.
up and you're like, you're trying to push the door open and it's not budging. Kinian comes up and like uses his Hulk-like strength and pushes against the door, still not moving. There's no locking mechanism that you can see. Like, this is a fucking tomb. And you take out the chime and just...
Sure.
And it goes through all of the tones until it reaches like this piercing high tone, and once it hits that squeak, you hear like
Of course, his fork works.
yeah, his fork works. You got fork envy.
Yeah. A little bit.
So where do you guys want to go?
Fucking guy.
The fuck away from here.
Yeah, Bond's like, I kind of want to go back to the ship. This is pretty fucked, and it's really hot down here.
I could
I've
use
had
a
a
long
pretty
rest.
great time so far. I'm happy to go wherever.
I'm gonna mark the location of this
Is
place
never go back.
on the map.
Yep.
Again, and see if any new pattern has emerged with more data.
Yeah. Is
Okay.
there?
Okay, give me a intelligence.
I'm gonna try 2.
Kenny doesn't look at maps. He just starts walking into the jungle
That's right.
What's my...
really badly.
Mine's a 12, so she's gonna do better.
14.
So what you see, Tin, is you're starting to see like there is almost a pattern. It becomes like you see a couple straight lines, or a straight line, and then you see another like a curve that goes around Omu, and you guys are on that north curve, and it looks like it's starting to go back down south.
Oh, so like it could make an oval potentially?
Yeah, almost. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I share that with the group and suggest that we go the direction that would continue an oval shape.
Okay.
Because I don't want to spend time going all the way back to the ship without everything. I mean, we're fully rested, so...
Okay.
Is anybody hurt real bad? Like, I can help out with that.
Yeah.
As he's like bandaging.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I will give...
Ineffectively, but yeah. So all I'm wearing is the tattered remnants of my Pith Wizard hat and my Frost Giant belt.
All right, I'll pop off a healing word for you. real quick.
Keo, you're still under that effect, by the way. It doesn't leave you.
Okay.
The bad taste.
21 back to you.
So I'm at half hit points.
That D4 will last until your next long rest. Okay, so I think this is a good place to call it for tonight. Hey, thank you so much for listening. What a fantastic episode. We cannot wait for next week's episode. We hope you stick around to find out what happens next. If you want to find out more about the show, about our characters, or things like that, go check us out on dmstable.com/RWA. DM's Table has got information on how to contact us through Twitter or Facebook or things like that. Go check it out, and we'll see you out on the internet. See ya.